Hi. This is the evening of New York. For an immigrant, destination is destiny. If I had gone to moon from India, I would have been a rock. Instead, I loved New York long before I ever stepped foot in it. And therefore, when I arrived in America, in Los Angeles, as soon as I had enough money for flying, I flew to New Jersey because I was because I was broke, and I came to a cousin's home, and then immediately I announced that I want to go to New York. And my cousin, who had come to India many times, and he hated New York. And as soon as he heard that I want to go to New York, he said, "Oh my God, that is a dangerous place." All night he gave me this seminar about what he called the 10 Commandments of New York survival. And I still remember 2 or 3. One of them he said, "Do not ever smile." And second, he said, "Do not ever ask for directions." I stopped him and said, "But don't New Yorkers ask for directions sometimes?" He said, "No. One, New Yorkers know everything. Two, New Yorkers, what they don't know isn't worth knowing. And number 3, if rarely they do not know something, they fake it." He said, "Haven't you heard of the famous statement, if you can't fake it here, you can't fake it anywhere?" And so I took the train, and I know I'd read Lord of the Rings. I knew that in order to deserve a prize like New York, I would have to go through a lot of tests. And the first one was, I got off at a station, and it said Penn. It happened to say Newark, and I said American English, an oxymoron. And therefore, I had gotten off, I got back in, I came to the right Penn station. And from the bowels of the earth, I come up August, hot, 8th Avenue and 34th. And I don't know which way to go because I'm supposed to go to the 11th Avenue, and I don't know whether it's to the left or the right. I immediately dart off to the kiosk where a fellow Indian immigrant is on a revolving stool like this. I go there and say, "Brother, which way is the 11th? He looked at me and said, "Do you want to buy a map?" I hesitate. So then he says, "That way." And so immediately I'm streaking off. He said, No, wait. He then said, "Macy's, Penn." "No, that way." I said, "Are you sure?" He says, "You do not trust me?" I said, "Yes, please, I trust." And I streak off at this. And the next one I come to, and it says Fashion Avenue. And I say, "What is this? Where did the numbers go?" But then I add. So I'm at the 9th. And I go to the next one, and it says Avenue of the Americas. What else could it be in America? Avenue of the Antarcticas? And then I say, this is the 10th. Next one would be 11th. And I am about to cross, then it turns red, pedestrian, and then I stop, but all the New Yorkers streak across. And I say, do they have a special permit to go across on the red? Maybe there is facial recognition. Maybe there is a special aroma of New Yorkers that permits them. I stand there, everybody is gone. I don't want to be there. I streak across, and immediately a car jams its brakes. And there is a strange emotion coming from behind the glass, and a hand is raised outside. And I say, I know of countries wherein they greet each other by rubbing noses together. Don't be silly, not when they have a cold. And then what happens, the hand, one finger is raised. And I say, this is the way New Yorkers greet strangers. And I'm a civilized person. I have to return the greeting, so I too do the same. And the man is about to get out in order to greet me, and then doesn't cause honk, it goes across, and I rush up there and I go to the next one. Good news and bad news. Good news, there is a number. Bad news is it's Fifth Avenue. I trudge my weary way back. This time I'm an old criminal. I just cross across the red without bothering. And then when I come to my advisor, I say he doesn't deserve my forgiveness. I'm looking this way. Then I hear the voice, brother, do not be angry at me. I wanted you to learn a lesson from the great city of Gotham. Never trust anyone. And buy a map. I moved to the bowels of Penn Station. I wanted to go to a place wherein the streets are numbered sequentially, where people crossed on green, and where people greeted each other with shaking hands. And I told myself, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I shall return to New York. There will be a second date, and that is 50th year of my hearing whistles by New Yorkers at me.